Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Seems like we are in there. Okay, so hello, welcome to PK Throw, episode 5. This time we're going to be talking about EVO Japan 2018, but first let's talk about what happened at Genesis 5. So big shout out to MK Leo for winning that tournament. I had him getting second, but he did a really good job of showing his dominance that he's shown at other events such as 2GGC. So I'm really excited to see what he can do this year now, and he definitely put his name out there as the front runner to be the replacement for Zero this season. Now, I will say that I definitely made a lot of errors, I guess I should say, in this Genesis 5 prediction. There's a lot of people who made top 16 that I missed. Mistake, I had getting 17th, he actually got 2nd. MVD, I had getting 17th, he got 5th. Fallen, I had getting 17th, he got 7th. Lima, I had getting 17th, he got 13th. I had Zenu and K9's Bruce getting 25th, and they got 9th. And I had Magister, the Game & Watch from Mexico, getting 97th, and he actually came up with 13th place. So really great showing to him. I had Nairo winning, he got 4th. I had Salem getting 3rd, and he actually got 3rd. The Bonsai getting 4th, he got 5th. Ally and Elegant, I had getting 5th, and they got 9th and 13th respectively. I had Mr. R and Tweak getting 7th. Mr. R got 9th. Tweak actually missed the event due to not checking his pool time, and I understand everyone's like, oh no, the people who made the tournament are totally at fault. Tweak got guaranteed in November that his pool would be on Saturday, and he's got to check his pool on that one. I mean, come on, let's be serious here. Everyone checks their pool. I understand he doesn't want to see who he's playing and stuff like that, but make sure your pool's at the right time. You don't have to start studying players or anything. Just make sure you know when it's going to happen. That's a huge error on his fault, and he's completely at fault for that one. I had Locust getting 9th, and he got 65th. I had Wadi getting 9th, and he got 13th. I had Raito getting 9th, he got 17th. And I had 6WX getting 9th, and he got 33rd. Supergirl Kells, I getting 13th, she got 33rd. Anti, I had getting 13th, he got 33rd. Esim, I had getting 13th, he actually got 7th, so good job by him. And Lima, I got right at getting 13th. So I'm going to make this video quick because I have college stuff to do. So I'm going to move right on into the EVO Japan predictions. So let's pull that up here. So for EVO Japan, I did not have a ton of stuff going on with it because I didn't know how to do it with me not knowing a lot of the Japanese players. So I started calculating stuff around top 64. So in H1 of top 64, Ken versus JJ Rockets, I had Ken winning. Yumeki versus K9, I'm going to give the upset to K9 here. I think K9 put on a really strong showing at Genesis, and he's going to do a good job continuing to put on those strong showings. I have Isam winning his match, and Kameme being Masashi. Next down the list, I've got Gakt being Yamanabe, Rain being Teranito, Keiya being Zaki, and Suniko beating Shiki. A lot of these players you probably don't know, so I'm probably just going to try to stick to winner's side and the more notables that the Americans know. I have Ken versus K9. I have Ken winning. For Isam versus Kameme, I have Isam winning. I think the only time that I notably see them playing on stream was at a Tokagi, and Isam won that matchup, so I'll say Isam's going to win it again. On losers, I don't see... the next notables would be Gakt versus Rain. I have Rain taking that matchup. For Yumeki versus JJ Rockets, I'm going to say JJ Rockets wins that one because Yumeki was at Genesis 5 and did not put on a very strong showing, and I'm a bit worried about his results to continue to not be as strong as he's predicted to do. I have K9 beating Rain, and I have Kameme beating JJ Rockets. K9 versus Kameme, I have K9 actually winning that. I believe that K9 has beat Kameme twice, one at Land Heroes number 40 and another at WNF 3.3. So with that, I'm going to say K9 continues his winning streak and goes 3-0 on Kameme. Goes 3-0 on Kameme in their record count. So then I have Ken versus Isam. I'm going to say Ken wins this. I don't think they've ever played before from what I've seen, but I'm going to say Ken just has this kind of skill that I feel like puts him above, and Isam has lost to some other lower level Sonic players, such as Raph. So I feel like I'm going to give Ken the advantage on that one. And then for Isam versus K9, I think Isam has won all 3 times at you know what? I think K9 beat him the first time they played a 2GGT Esam Saga. I'm pretty sure K9 won that one. But Esam has won the 2 most recent matchups at DreamHack Austin and MSM 114. So I'm going to say Ken makes out on winner's side of this pool, and Esam makes out on loser's side. And this would be leading to top 8. For the H2 pool, I have MK Leo beating Zachary. I have T beating Zenyu. I have Neotono beating DSS, and I have Earth beating Kawa. Next, the next notable one would be that people would know would maybe be Shogun versus DSS. I have Shogun winning that, and Zenyu versus Licky. I'm gonna have Zenyu winning that. For on winner's side, MKLeo versus T was a matchup that happened at MSM 120, and MKLeo won that. I'm going to assume MKLeo continues his streak and wins that match. And for Neotono versus Earth, they played Umebura TAT, and I believe Neotono won that, so I'm going to say Neotono continues his winning streak. On losers, T versus Shogun, I have Shogun winning, and Earth versus Zenyu, I have Zenyu winning that one. And then for T versus Zenyu, I'm going to say T wins that one. And for MKLeo versus Neotono, I don't think they've ever played before, but I'm going to say MKLeo wins this. MKLeo has played some of the top Sheiks in Void and Mr. R previously, and has dominated them pretty well, so I think MKLeo will continue to dominate the Sheik matchup. Leaving the losers finals for this pool to be Neotono versus T. A matchup that happened at Umebura Japan Major, and Neotono won that match, so I'm going to say Neotono wins it again. The new Japanese PR came out, and I think Neotono was also PR'd higher than T. Another reason why I feel like Neotono is going to put on a strong performance that will put him in top 8. So MKLA will go on winner's side to top 8, and Neotono will go on loser's side. For H3, we got Choco versus Xax. I'm going to say Choco wins that one. Raito versus AC, I'm going to give it to Raito. For Anti versus Kuro, I'm going to say Anti wins that. And for Sue versus Takara, I'm going to say Sue wins that one. On losers, some notable matches I see are Brood versus iKept. I'm going to say Brood wins that one in kind of an upset. I would say they're 2 pretty equal opponents and they could go either way, but I feel like iKept just has been losing ground lately and will probably fall behind. And continue to fall behind. Brood versus Xax, I'm going to have Brood winning that. I don't think Xax knows the Duck Hunt matchup well enough, so I'm going to give it to Brood. I got AC versus Brood, and I think Brood's also going to win that and take off that PR win. Then I have Takara. Oh, no, wait. I have Choco versus Raito. I'm going to say Choco wins that. And then Anti versus Sue was a really tough one for me. So, going off of that, I'm going to give the tiebreaker to Lucario's Aura and say Sue wins that one to advance to the winners finals of this pool. For Takara versus Raito, I went with Raito for this one. And for Anti versus Brood, I'm going to assume Anti kind of knows the Duck Hunt matchup enough that he'll take that win. For Raito versus Anti, I gave it to Anti because I think after playing one Duck Hunt, he'll do well at taking on a second Duck Hunt, and he'll continue that momentum. And then Choco versus Sue, I'm going to actually put Sue out on winner's side, mainly because I feel like this matchup was kind of a toss-up for me, and I once again wanted to give the tiebreaker to Lucario's Aura. I feel like there's just so many opportunities for Sue to dance around and get those early kills in order to give him a few cheeky victories, but well-deserved victories. That leaves losers rounds to be Choco versus Anti. Both players play ZSS. Both players have a good idea on how ZSS plays. But I think Anti will lose the ZSS Ditto and try to go Mario, and I just don't like the ZSS Mario matchup. So I really think Choco is going to beat Anti in order to get a spot in top 8. So Sue I have going on winner's side to top 8, and Choco going on loser's side top 8. For H4, I have Abadango beating Celestia. I have Kome beating Aim. I have Komarikiri beating Peachy. And I have MVD beating Rima. So, and then I have Abadango beating Kome. and Komurikiri beating MVD. On losers, I then have Kome going to play Rima, and I'm going to say Rima wins that one. Two kind of mid-tier characters with Shulk and Toon Link, and I really like how Rima can space out people with his bombs and arrows, so I'm going to give it to Rima. And then MVD versus I'm going to give it to MVD because I feel like that I'm just isn't kind of prepared for the matchup, while MVD has a lot of training in those kinds of matchups. For Rima versus MVD, I'm going to give it to MVD. I feel like just MVD's true skill is better than Rima's. And then Abadango versus Komurikiri is a matchup that we've seen quite a lot. Komurikiri has 2 wins, both at MSN 98 over Abadango. But I would say Abadango wins at a lot of the bigger events. He's beat Komurikiri at Zero Saga, Nairo Saga, MSN 104 and 109, and the 2GG Championship most recently. So I really feel like Abadango has dominated between the two of them and will probably end up on winner's side. I then have Komurikiri versus MVD to end on the loser side. I'm going to give it to Komurikiri. I feel he's just more skilled than MVD and does really well with the Diddy Kong matchup, especially with all the experience he has. So I'm going to have Abadango going on winner's side, top 8, and Komurikiri on loser's side. So at this point, we start with Ken versus Abadango. The only matchup that I believe was streamed of this that I've seen before is at MSM 104, and Ken won that, so I'll say Ken wins that matchup. And for MKLeo versus Sue, also played their only match at MSM 104, where MKLeo won. So I will say MKLeo will win that matchup. On loser side, we have Isam versus Komurikiri, who I don't know if they've ever played before. They definitely haven't played on stream that I've seen. So I'm going to say Komurikiri wins. I feel that like Cloud does a good job of the matchup, and that Komurikiri is just the overall better player. For Niatono versus Choco, they played at Umebura Japan Major, and I believe Choco won that match. So I'm going to give it to Choco on that one. So that leaves our next matchups to be Sue versus Komurikiri. For that matchup, I don't know. I haven't seen any streams of them. I'm sure they've played, but I haven't seen any streams. So I'm going to say Komurikiri takes it, because I think he's just a more dominant player and that he can get around Lucario's moves pretty easily. For Abadango versus Choco, I think Choco has beat him 4 times. At Umebura 29, he beat him twice, and at Umebura 30, he beat him twice, both in Grand Finals, resetting the bracket and going on the win. So the fact of the matter that he played from behind and won those matches gives me a lot of faith in Choco beating Abadango. That then leaves Como versus Choco. They've played at a couple events, and Komurikiri's won all 3 events. Sumbato for Big House, KSB, and Umebura FAT. Komurikiri's been 3-0 against him, and I think he'll continue to make that 4-0. On winner's side finals, we have Ken versus MKLeo, and I think that there's been a lot of experience in the matchup and a kind of back and forth. MKLeo's won CEO 2017, Umebura Japan Major twice, and Ivy Masters 2017, while Ken has beaten him at Umebura Japan Major and MKLeo Saga. So MKLeo has the set count 4-2 based on what I've seen, and I think MKLeo will continue to improve on his record and beat Ken. I find the matchup very tough for Ken. Cloud versus Sonic I definitely think is in Cloud's favor. You can see that in notable sets like when Ally played Wrath at MomoCon 2017 is the prime example that I like to use for the Cloud-Sonic matchup, where Sonic beats Mario, but Cloud definitely beats Sonic. It's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors type thing. But yeah, so MKLeo taking it over Ken. So then Ken versus Komurikiri, another matchup that's happened a lot. Como has beat him at KSB 2016, WNF 2.6 and 4.2, and MSM 118. Ken has beaten him at Nairo Saga and MSM 100. This was a real toss-up for me, but I'm going to say because of the Cloud-Sonic matchup that Komurikiri beats him in order to go to Grand Finals. For MKLeo versus Komurikiri, MKLeo has the winning set, 5-1. MKLeo has beat him at Zero Saga, Genesis 4, WNF 2.6 and 4.2, and Super Smash Con 2017, while Komurikiri has only beat him at Fire Emblem Saga. And what a great pop-off, but I feel that though that was the most recent, I believe, that MKLeo will probably still take it in order to win the tournament. So my final standings are MK Leo in first, Komarikiri second, Ken third, Choco fourth, Sue and Abadango fifth, Isam and Niatono seventh, MVD, Anti-T, and K9 getting ninth, and Kameme, Zenyu, Raito, and Rima getting 13th. The two players I would like to say to watch would probably be Komarikiri, because obviously him getting second would be a big upset, and I really look forward to seeing him play and try to get himself back into the top 10 after moving down into, I believe, 15 this past season on the PGR. And also, I would say watch Rima, a Toon Link player who is well known to some and well known to me, and I'd really like to see him perform well, and try to get him some compendium for the upcoming Hyrule Saga by 2GG. So that's it for me today. I'm going to go do some work or play some Smash, and I hope you all enjoyed watching. Having that should cut it. Hello. I don't know why it's still streaming.